my friends. Welcome to Conversations with Arundhati. Bite-sized episodes for busy people who want to learn about staying healthy, life hacks, endometriosis and women's health from me and other experts in the field. I also will be sharing fun snippets from my life as I learn and unlearn about life in general. Let's dive into today's episode. Welcome to today's episode. So today is an endometriosis podcast episode, but of course it is okay for everyone else too if you are suffering from an injury or a surgery or even recovering from COVID. So this is an episode related to that. So basically this is 7 things that I learned from my last surgery and the recovery journey of how it went, right? So the truth is, recovery from a laparoscopic surgery is much more than drugs and lying around. So there's a lot of self-awareness and process involved, I felt. So here's what I learned, right? 7 tips. So first one, avoiding unhealthy meals and sticking to nutrient-rich food. So I know you can get tempted to eat unhealthy food, but we really need to eat nutritious food because we need all the support we can get to strengthen our immune system and help our body heal faster. So be very mindful of what you eat. And number 2, being active to keep the blood circulation. So what I mean is gentle walks and stretches regularly, but of course be mindful of your limits. So me personally, I started moving from day 1. But when I mean day 1 is like neck movements, ankle, knees, things like that. But I did not move my abdomen because it was an abdominal surgery. And but day 2, day 3, I started walking few minutes up and down the hall. So I increased the time over time. But please be mindful of your limits. Point number 3, practice mindfulness. It really hits your mental health, like recovering from an illness or an injury is really tough, and if we do not give the attention to our mind and kind of nurture it through this process, we will really struggle. So writing in your journal, meditating, prayer, breathing, etc. is very important. Point number 4, being mindful of your recovery. So what I mean is write it down, right? Because there are days that can need medical attention, and having some background of what happened a few days before can actually help the doctors to help you improve that day, right? So because also there are days that drugs can give you severe side effects. So for me personally, I had a tough time with drugs because I rarely take them, so I felt super drugged, which was definitely not a good place to be in. I also had like a allergic reaction to the plasters, to the band-aids. So there are things that you need to be mindful. So please just don't be lying around and imagine that it's all going to go away. Be very aware of what your body is signaling to you, right? And the next point is plan your work, your house chores ahead, and reach out for help because you cannot do it alone. So don't overwhelm yourself. Cut yourself some slack and ask for help. And next point is taking the journey one day at a time. Because trust me, there are going to be days that are so tough that it's, really challenging both mentally and physically. But then there are also days that, the days just breeze through. So mindset is very important. And my advice is have a routine. For example, for me, I made sure that I got up at the same time, had my meds at the same time, did my movements regularly. Then if I watch something, I had that planned out. Then, I go do sky gazing, things like that. Whatever that may be, like structure your day and have a set routine. So you have some sort of control over what's going on, and that can be a huge help to your mental health. And my last point is number 7, is especially on days where your pain level is high or your symptoms are high, try to occupy yourself with some work or whatever that works. I'm not saying that you get to open your laptop and get get really busy with your work. What I mean is, it can be a hobby, it can be you're researching about something, it can be you download something and maybe a series, you watch that. Whatever that may be, occupy your mind so that you're able to write that pain or bad day faster. So those are my tips, what I learned in my last surgery. And did you think that recovery was going to be just drugs, sleep, and binge watching Netflix? So now you know. I mean, I also tried that. You can try just lying around, eating unhealthy food, and binge watching. I tried it in the previous times, and it doesn't help you. It just actually makes it even more harder. So we need to actively participate in the recovery so you heal faster. And even if you do need help, you know what area you need help from, right? So constantly observe what is going on, see what works, what doesn't, and honor your body and mind through the recovery. I hope you found this valuable, and if you know anyone recovering from COVID or a surgery or injury, please do share this episode. I'll speak to you soon. Thank you for joining. Bye for now.